We are here in Ghirardelli Square.
And when I said seals, I really meant sea lions.
I told myself so many times that I wouldn't go to Ripley's, believe it or not, anywhere I went. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Richmond Guides. We are here in one of the places I said we were going to be coming. If you can't tell by the little peep right there, let's turn around. That's right, we are here in San Francisco, California. I am right by the Golden Gate Bridge. It is just amazing to be here in San Francisco. I know it's extremely bright in the background, but now you guys can see that Alcatraz Island is also in the background there. It's kind of tough to see me, but that's okay because you got a better view of the Golden Gate Bridge. Today is more of an exploratory day. We're going to head down to Fisherman's Wharf. I am having so much fun here so far. I had an enjoyable night last night looking at the sunset. You guys, I hope you guys saw it. If you haven't, you can take a look. It was cloudy, so it wasn't a perfect sunset, but I just loved it because it was out here on the Pacific side. So we're going to head to Fisherman's Wharf. We're going to be using the public transit system because it is cheap, it is easy. I paid for a 7-day pass even though I'm here for like 5 days, and it's $43. Can you believe me? $43 for unlimited transportation in the San Francisco area? It's just ridiculous. I am just stunned at the price. But let's go ahead back up to the overlook area, and we're going to take another look at the Golden Gate Bridge. Now, for those of you that have been to Universal Studios in Florida, they have a little section called Battery Park. This is basically what it's modeled after. This is the East Battery Park picnic area, and it looks kind of like what they have at Universal Studios Florida. Look at that ocean just crash onto it. I know it's the San Francisco Bay, but still, just beautiful sights, especially the Golden Gate Bridge. So I can't really get a good image from this side, but you can see that it would be an epic image coming in from the Pacific Ocean into San Francisco Bay. It's just gorgeous out right now. Man, I love the weather. So down here next to the bridge near the Welcome Center, they do have a physics lesson essentially on how, and history lesson on how the Golden Gate was designed, how it was built. And I like this little piece here because this shows the physical force behind each of the different things. So it takes a lot more force to pull up a shorter tower than it does to pull from a larger tower, which means that you need to have thicker cables on a shorter tower, which is why the cables are so thick here compared to the original design of some areas. Just amazing. I love having science just implemented into everyday things. So as some people may know, the Golden Gate Park area and Golden Gate Bridge are kind of operated underneath the National Park Service. So yeah, it's just pretty cool to see all this here. A lot of cool stuff that you can just be here for a couple hours and see how it all is. Enjoy the park that they have down below in Battery Park and all that. But I think it's time for us to head down to Fisherman's Wharf. So I'll see you guys when we get down there. Alright, so fast forward in time just a little bit. I took the number 28 bus from Golden Gate all the way down to, I believe it was Bay Street. And right now I'm actually sitting in another place that Universal has copied, Ghirardelli Square. So if you guys take a look, we are here in Ghirardelli Square. We're going to take a look at one of their small fudge making areas, which is actually in one of their stores. So let's go take a look in there. So inside here they have a mini version of how they make all their chocolate, with the first step being the cocoa bean roasters. And then they have mills to grind it down. And then a melanator, I believe is what it's called, basically makes it even smoother. As you can see here, they're in the process of making some chocolate right now. And the conchi, which is more of a grinding process to get it down to that very smooth texture that you all know as Ghirardelli chocolate. And of course, because I'm here in Ghirardelli Square, I had to get something that had Ghirardelli chocolate in it. Ice cream. I think that's the only thing I'm actually going to eat. that has Ghirardelli chocolate in it. So I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll be right back in Fisherman's Wharf. Now, another must-see here in San Francisco is Fisherman's Wharf, which we're at part of it. This is only part of it. They actually have the Hyde Street Pier here, and that boat seems familiar. If anyone remembers going on the ferry boats out at Walt Disney World, fairly similar style, how they followed on that. And then they also got a sailboat here, but this isn't even Pier 39. We're gonna go check out Pier 39 next, so let's go over there. Now, if you guys remember, I said we were at Hyde Street Park. Well, there's the cable cars, at least one of the sets of cable cars. It's pretty cool to see them up close. We'll get a ride on them later on today. Now we've reached Fisherman's Wharf. So right over there is the main area of Fisherman's Wharf. And then over here is Pier 45, Pier 43 and a half. But another view of Alcatraz in the back. Just gorgeous out here. Now I'm going to take a look down here at Pier 45 at the U.S. Pompanoto. I can't even say it properly. I'm not going to record in there, but I'm going to take a look in there because I do have a pass there for the City Go Pass. So I will see you guys after I take a look at the Pompanoto. Alright, so after walking down historic Pier 45 and going on the USS Pompanoto, that's actually how you have to pronounce it, I decided to actually take a look at something that was here because it interested my point. Muse Menageek. Basically, it's a whole ton of old-fashioned games and new-fashioned games, made by hand, made by machines, just a whole mix of stuff. And it's amazing what you can find in there. 25-cent games, 5-cent activities, just everything that you can think of. Now, it is open daily at 10 a.m. with free admission, so I'll take a look in there on another day. I'll come back and I'll actually do just a video of just the Menageek Museum. It is just amazing in there. My dad would love it. I love it. So we're actually going to head off of Pier 45, go to In-N-Out Burger, get something to eat, and then we'll continue on further down here. Now, this is not the traditional In-N-Out Burger, but I was told that I have to try In-N-Out. This is the closest one I could find here in downtown San Fran. So let's go ahead and try their burgers. So I found the second famous pier, Pier 39. Now, some people may say, what's so big about Pier 39? Well, for those of you that don't know, there's some clapping seals that we're gonna see. And when I said seals, I really meant sea lions. Now, somehow I feel like I'm at home here at Pier 39, and I can think only one place, Universal Studios Florida, because they got it pretty much as it is here at Fisherman's Wharf, Pier 39. All those different places, as you guys can see behind me, it has the same exact feel as the San Francisco part of Universal Studios, not Hollywood, but Orlando. I'm just loving this already. As you guys saw, the sea lions. Also, In-N-Out Burger was really good. So when you guys come out to San Francisco or at least California, you have to try In-N-Out Burger. It is something that is not really very many places. So it's something to try while you're here. I'm going to keep exploring down here in San Francisco. Potentially take one of the golden blue bay cruises with a time lapse. So let me figure out what I'm going to do with that. I'll see you guys in just a second. So one of the things that I noticed here at San Francisco that my hometown of Tampa doesn't have is giant walkways that go from a parking garage to a major place, and then also a lot of public transit, taxis, and all that. So that's something that San Francisco has that Tampa doesn't, which I enjoy, especially using the bus system here. Mooney is very easy to hop on, hop off if you have a multi-day pass. And look, they've got a trolley car, a street trolley car. I think it's time for us to ride the street trolley as it makes its way into the station. Alright, so the streetcar was good. I do need to get to the cable cars. That is something that I have to do later on in this video, but being that the Escape from the Rock tours that I have on my Go City card. This is the last tour that they have running today. It's at 3:45. I figured that I should catch a ride on it, go see Golden Gate Bridge from underneath, and also get a closer look at Alcatraz. So we're gonna go take a look. Just hang in tight. With the sun beginning to set, that says that it's time for dinner, and I've just been exploring Pier 39, Fisherman, Warf for a little while now after the tour. And I was looking at the stores. There's some pretty cool stores. Like there's a little Christmas shop down there, amazing stuff in there. But I feel like having pizza, so we're gonna eat here at Luigi's Pizzeria in Pier 39. They've got some pretty good prices on some small personal pizzas, which actually is pretty good for here in San Francisco with everything being super expensive. $8.99 for mini, with one topping is $1.49, so I think that's pretty good for me. So let's go try it. I told myself so many times that I wouldn't go to Ripley's, believe it or not, anywhere I went. However, being that it was part of my Go City Pass, I decided to go in there. So go ahead and take a look at what I did inside of Ripley's, believe it or not, San Francisco. Now that's pretty wicked. Now this reminds me of Halloween Horror Nights and Hollow Scream. If you guys hate being dizzy, don't look. Now this is pretty wicked. Inverse face mask, so it looks like they're looking at you from all angles. And yet they're not. Now this is pretty interesting. Freeze your shadow. Press the red button and listen to the instructions.
Stand against the opposite wall and strike a pose. Don't look into the flash. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now check your shadow on the wall.
That's cool. Let's try again.
Stand against the opposite wall and strike a pose. Don't look into the flash. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now check your shadow on the wall.
That's really wicked. Alright, so I just wanted to leave us here. This is the last stop for the night, or at least for the day. I've got the Ferry Building behind me, which we're actually going to be starting out here tomorrow morning when we head out to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. And also behind me we've got the Oakland Bridge, or at least the Bay Bridge to get out to Oakland. So other than that, I'm actually going to head back to the place where I'm staying. So make sure you subscribe down below for more videos. Like the Facebook page, follow the Twitter account. You can also support us on Patreon and PayPal. But other than that, oh, and also make sure you follow the Instagram account in order to get more pictures live on the town. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next adventure.